Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on last year's national champion, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hester. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Find space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one.
There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Calls his own number. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
They're working that left side. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends him back in motion. Back to throw, it's Eldridge. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. It's complete to the left. And he was off to the races and he gets it to the 45.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Defense looks as if it's coming. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Great job getting the interception, maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy, you're finding your blockers, you're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense again.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Back to pass on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Bishop. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Rebels! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Rebels look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Eldridge. Right on the money. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw again. Runs through the tackle. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. And he'll be smacked to the ground. A long way to go on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a...
He's got it down the left. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Kentucky going quickly. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Caught over the middle. It's Bishop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He hurls one deep down the left side. Been trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He has the first and still on his feet. At the 45, on his way. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. Here we go. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The give to the tailback. And the defense drags him down.
Huh?
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Rebels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The pitch to the left. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Floats it out in space. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And this kicker has had...
That's bullshit. That was an interception.
Is out there for the third time. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running behind that left side. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Using his feet. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
There he goes. Powers through. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Smith wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and touchdown. Ole Miss! Quick strike through the air for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Turns it on down the left side. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Hand off from the shotgun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has done it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Crispin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Turning it on. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular.